Okay, we already did the first one, so let's look at the second one. Bear with me. A kitchen assistant is helping the chef to serve soup. The chef made 3 pots of soup, and the assistant is putting 1/16 cups of cream in top of the soup in each bowl. There are 12 cups of cream. How many bowls of soup can the assistant help prepare? So, we're starting out with 1 bowl. That's my little bowl. 1/16. So I know that they're going to make a lot. So I can either do, well, the 3 pots is not important because that's irrelevant. So this is an important number. This is an important number. And they want to know how many bowls of soup can they prepare. So I'm going to do 1/16 times 12, 1/16 divided by 12, and then 12 divided by 1/16. Okay? Use your calculator. Uh-oh, hold on. Let me get mine up so that way I can actually give you the answer. So we said 1/16. This is not going to work. Anyway, when you look at, let's see, I'll have to do it over in my head. That is 12/16. That is 1 over 192. And then that one is 192. Okay, that's too small because it's 12 whole cups. This is a fraction of a cup, so they're going to make more than 12. This isn't even a whole, so that's wrong. That is not even a whole, one whole bowl, so that's wrong. So the answer has to be 192. All right, look down here. According to the food label on a box of cookies, each box has 16 servings, and each serving contains 4 cookies. The weight of the box of cookies is 1/2 kilogram. What's the weight of each cookie? So actually, all 3 of these are important because I'm starting with an entire box. That is 16. This is all of the servings, and each serving has 4 cookies. Okay, the whole thing is 1/2 kilogram. So what I could do is I could figure out how many cookies are in one box. So that would be 16 times 4. So that's 64 cookies are in one box. So 64 cookies equal 1/2 kilogram. So I could do 64 times 1/2, 64 divided by 1/2, or 1/2 divided by 64. So 64 times 1/2 is 64 over 2, which is 32. And 64 divided by 1/2 is 128. And then 1/2 divided by 64 is 1 over 128. So, I'm sorry, it's down there. The weight of each cookie cannot be 32 kilograms. That's way too heavy. Each cookie cannot be 128. That's way too heavy. Each cookie has to be 1 over 128 kilograms. Let's flip it over to the back. I already did the first one. Let's see, Pam baked some cupcakes for her friends. She baked 24 cupcakes. Each cupcake is 2/15 of a pound. If she packs 6 cupcakes in each box, what is the weight of each box? Well, she's making cupcakes. Each one is 2/15, and she did 6 in a box. The 24 is irrelevant. They want to know the weight of each box. So, if one cupcake is 2/15 and she has 6 of them, we're probably multiplying because one box has 6 and each one is 2/15. So I can do 2/15 times 6. I can do 2/15 divided by 6, and I could do 6 divided by 2/15. So if I do 2/15 times 6, I get 4/5. If I do 2/15 divided by 6, I get 1/45. And if I do 6 divided by 2/15, I get 45. So now each box, could each box weigh 45 pounds? No, way too heavy. Could each box weigh 4/15 of a pound? 4/5 of a pound, not even a whole pound. That's kind of reasonable. Could each box weigh 1/45 of a pound? That's less than 2/15. So the answer is 4/5. Mr. Carlo spent 2.5 hours checking the test papers of his 54 students from 2 sections in his mathematics course. In minutes, how much time did he spend checking each test paper? He's taken 2.25 hours to check 45 tests. The 2 math sections don't count because that doesn't matter. They just want to know in minutes how much time he took. So I can convert my hours into minutes. 2 hours. 2 hours is 120 minutes plus 1/4. If you look at the clock, this is 1/4. That's 15, 30, 45, 60. So 1/4 is 15 minutes. So we're looking at 135 minutes to do 54 papers. So we could either do 135 times 54, or we could do 135 divided by 54, or we can do 54 divided by 135. Let's look. So we said 135 times 54. That gives me 7,290 minutes. That is insane. I could do 35 divided by 54. That's 2.5. That's kind of reasonable. Uh-oh, my computer. Or I could do 54 divided by 135. And that gives me 2/5 of a minute. That's not enough time. 2/5 of 1 minute to do 54 papers. That means that each paper wouldn't even be a whole minute, which means it would only be 54 minutes instead of 2 hours. Not reasonable. And then 7,000 minutes, ridiculous. 2.5 minutes. A baker is making cakes for a big party. She uses a 1/4 cup of oil for each cake. How many cakes can she make if she has a bottle of oil that's 15 cups in it? Well, for 1 cake, she uses 1/4 of a cup of oil. So I could do 1/4 times 15. I could do 1/4 divided by 15, or I could do 15 divided by 1/4. 1/4, is that times 15? It's going to give me 3 3/4. Only 3 cakes, but she only uses 1/4 for 1 cake, so that wouldn't be too good. We said 1/4. Hold on. 1/4 divided by 15. 1/60th of a cake, so she can't even make a whole cake. That doesn't sound too good. Or 15 divided by 1/4. She could make 60 cakes. Not enough cakes, not enough cakes, reasonable cakes. So here's my work. You can pause it and screenshot. Here's my work. I already did the first ones on the other page with you. All right, bye.